Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today I'm back with a new tutorial and we'll actually pick up where we left off of the first video to make a more detailed design. So go ahead and grab your background, and once you have your design open, you can go up to the left and click the move tool right there and just hover over one of these handles right there, and let's twist this around. There's two sunflower images. You'll find the links in the description below. So go ahead and get those images and come back and we'll get started. So what you see on the screen is what we're going to actually create today. It's going to be a little more involved than the first tutorial, but that is the point, right? So let's get going. I need to grab my sunflower images. Let me clean this up a little because it is a mess. Just in case you don't remember how to bring in your extra images, I'll show you now. You can go to File, Place Embedded, click on the image you need to bring in and place, and just hit Enter to commit, and then go back, File, Place Embedded, and again, hit Enter to commit. Okay, so let's start by hiding this top layer, which is the smaller sunflower image. To keep things straight, we're going to call this image 2. So this one is image 2. We're going to click on this one now. This one will be image 1. And then, of course, our wood layer. So go ahead and name your layers, otherwise I will have you confused, no doubt. If you're on a Windows computer, just know that anytime I say command, you will use control. So right now one option is to right click, duplicate layer, and you can leave it image 1 copy if you like. I am. So I'll just leave it like that. Or you can command J, and that copies the image. And we just want to make sure that we've got a backup of the image. So we're going to turn off image 1 and actually work on image 1 copy. Make sure you've got your brushes panel open. And if you don't see your brushes panel, go to Window, Brushes, and that'll open that for you. Just gonna slide that in just a little bit. Okay, the next tool we're gonna use, and we are working directly on the image 1 copy. So make sure that you're directly on that image and go over to the left toolbar, and mine is the 4th tool down. Yours may be different. We'll want to work with the quick selection tool. So if you're on the 4th tool down and you don't see it, maybe you see object selection. Just hover over that, because anytime you see those little arrows on the right corner of these, that's going to mean that there's a flyout. There's going to be more tools in there that you can access. So click on the quick selection tool, and this works. You can use the open and close bracket to make your brush bigger or smaller. And let me show you how it's going to work so you can determine what size you need. Basically, it's going to select similar, like once we're going over this area, and it's going to select a similar area. Like, because of the color change, it didn't select certain parts of this, but you see it did leave off that tip of that flower. The easiest way to go about this will be, rather than starting on the background, we're going to select this sunflower and we're going to cut it out of this image to create a design with. So just leave your brush. Mine is at 200. I'm just going to leave mine at 200 for now, and if it gets outside of the sunflower, don't worry about it. We'll fix that in a minute. So let's just keep making a circle around this sunflower, and it did pretty good. It got most of it. So I went a little too far and ended up selecting the entire left side of my design. So in order to, if I continue clicking, it's going to keep adding. But if I hold Alt, if you're looking closely at your cursor on the screen, you'll see that it turns to a minus. You can also go to the top and click the minus right there. And we're just going to select the parts that we did not want included. So I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to select all of it, and then we'll get in closer and get the spots that we need to get. Okay. And I'm sorry guys, my computer, it is slow right now, and I don't know why. Okay, so to zoom in, I'm holding Command and the plus button. And then to zoom out, Command and the minus button. And what you'll want to do is let's lower the size of your brush. And you'll be able to get the smaller, the little crevices in there. How about that? See? So you'll be able to get inside those little crevices, and this will be an awesome design, y'all. Let's go in a little closer. And to move the design across your screen, you can hold the space bar and left click, and you'll see the hand tool come up. Right now I'm going to speed this video up, and I'll see you back in just a few minutes. Okay, with your sunflower selected, you'll hit Command J, and what that does is it puts this on a separate layer so we can work on it without the background. You no longer need to keep your image one copy layer on. You can just turn that off, and let's go strictly to the image with just a sunflower. And just let's stay organized. Let's name this Sunflower 1. And if you need to go in and maybe fix some areas that maybe did not get cut out correctly, you can go in and do that. So I'm going to turn this layer off now, and I'm going to turn on my image 2. And on this image, we're going to go back to the quick selection tool, and we're going to select the leaves, just a few of them. I know I want that one. Okay, so we've got that one. Let's just repeat the process, and that's going to be Command J. Command J, and you can see that we now have this leaf on a separate layer. So we can turn that off, turn back on image 2, and we want to get this bottom leaf right here. make sure that you're on the correct layer, otherwise it will not select it. And repeat the process, Command J. And then we have our second leaf. Okay, we no longer need image 2, but let's not toss it yet. Let's just hold on to it. Okay, so we can turn back on our sunflower in both leaves. And while you've got layer 2 selected, hold down Shift and select layer 1. And then click and drag those under the sunflower. Actually, we can just let's go ahead and merge those. So we're going to merge those. So you, while you've got both layers selected, right click and go down to merge layers. And now, wrong thing. You want to select the move tool. Okay, so we've got this there. Let's click on your sunflower. Actually, yeah, click on your sunflower and the layer below it, and Command T. That's going to allow us to shrink the sunflower, and click just on the sunflower layer and Command J to copy it. And once you have it copied, hold on. Okay, so now you can click on sunflower 1, copy, and Command T. And there you have a second sunflower. Let's make this larger. Let's try to make it look a little more real. Hover over your corner and you'll see where you get the option to rotate it. Let's rotate it a little bit and then slide it over. And let's grab our sunflower copy layer and drag it under sunflower 1. All right, I'm just going to move the sunflower over just a little bit. Okay. So go back to your sunflower layer on sunflower 1. Go back to that layer, and at the bottom of the layers panel you'll see FX. Click there and go down to drop shadow. And here you can just kind of make the adjustments, and it's a matter of preference really. I mean, you don't want to pull it out too far. You kind of want to make it look realistic. And once you've done that, you can click OK. If you go back to the sunflower 1 layer and right click, click Copy Layer Style. And then you can select the sunflower 1 copy and then layer 1, right click, paste layer style. And that puts a drop shadow on both of those. Let's go back to sunflower copy 1 and let's make that one a little, like, whoa, not that much. Bring that down a little bit. And when you were playing with the drop shadow, if something pops up like that did, like it did on mine, it's sunflower copy. You can see that right there on the screen. Just grab the eraser. You can find it on the left toolbar over here, right there. Grab the eraser. Let's make it a little bigger. Your open and close bracket keys. And you can just delete that. Just erase over it. And as long as you're not on the other sunflower layer, you're not going to delete anything. Okay, so your sunflower and your leaves are finished. Now you can go to the bottom, back to the wood that we did the other day. Turn the eyeball on and just adjust it. Let's see, let's select those. Transform, and we'll bring those down a little bit. Select your wood layer, bring that down. The next step will be adding the text to it. So go to the plus sign at the bottom of the layer panel. That creates a new layer, and click on the T on the left hand side for the text tool. And welcome. You can type whatever you like. I'm typing welcome to our home. Something happened there. Okay, welcome. Okay, so select both text layers and go up to the top and click center so you can get those centered. If you drag the handle on the side, it'll make your design your text a little bigger. Okay. Then we want one more text layer, so hit the plus button again, text, and then HOME. But this text, double click to highlight it, and for the script we're going to use Bobbles Bold. Click the check or hit enter to commit. Here it is, and it's a little plain, but it did cover some pretty good tools that will help you out tremendously. The links to the fonts will be in the description, as well as the links to Pixabay for the images we used. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.